Hey, this is Brett with Pangea. In this video, we'll show how to create a new fax-to-fax user. So this is for customers that want to utilize Pangea's Fax ATA solution. So from the reseller portal, we'll go to users and we'll create a new user here. So the first thing we'll do is give it a login. We typically recommend that this is the customer's email address. And we'll give them a password as well. And they'll use these as the credentials to access the user portal. If the customer wants to be able to send faxes from the desktop, so send fax from email, they can certainly do so. We'll select the allow email to fax without a password, and we'll enter the email address here. This is a required field, but the other contact information fields here are optional. The time zone, you can select a customized time zone. We'll leave this as default and click next. The global config screen gives options per user that you can adjust. Feel free to give us a call with any questions on these. We'll leave these as default for now and click next. So since this is a fax to fax user, we can skip the fax to email section here and go straight to allow fax to fax. So the first thing we'll want to do is check allow fax to fax. We'll enter the MAC address of the fax ATA in that field here. And if they want to receive inbound faxes to email, that is an option too. So we can input the email address here. If they want to receive faxes to multiple email addresses, all they need to do is add a comma and then the next email address, and they can receive faxes to multiple email addresses too. So for this user, we'll give them a new DID. We'll pull a new DID from the drop down here and click use, and it'll populate in the DID field. If they're going to be porting a number to us, you just need to add the 10-digit fax number in this field. And you can note that there's a line 2 option here. The fax ATA has one port, so you can connect it to one fax machine, but you can have two numbers pointed to that fax machine, so they can receive inbound faxes to two different numbers, to the fax machine and or email. And you can queue faxes when the ATA is offline. So inbound faxes going to the ATA will queue up on our service if the ATA is offline. When the ATA comes back online, we'll deliver it to the ATA. Different inbound options here. You can have inbound faxes delivered to both email and the fax machine. We'll select that for this user here. For delivery confirmations, so you can have delivery confirmations go back to the printout at the fax machine. We recommend only failures for that so they don't waste paper, but that's a customizable option here. We can have faxes go to the email address as well, or multiple email addresses. We typically recommend failure and success go to email, but again, that's customizable. We'll go ahead and click next. And then the billing settings, this is all customizable too. For this example, we'll charge by the page. We'll have a 0 credit limit. We'll go ahead and select a rate plan that's required. We'll select a company. No company is associated with this user. And that's it. We're ready to save it. We'll go ahead and click save. You can see that the new user is created. In fact, the ATA is already online. It's already connected. If the ATA were offline, it would, of course, show offline, but you can see the status of the ATA here. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.